a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get them figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time.
It's week 5 of the National Football League, and everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Bears.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From his end zone is Byron Pringle, powering his way forward. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. So here are the Commanders making their way out. Bringing them out is the #1 overall pick this year, Heisman Trophy winner at Alabama, Bryce Young.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And Young's throw there incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Bears defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the #6 unit in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Young. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Young now. Incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air, it made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground. You just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to have the Commanders first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 22 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Flushed out right. Sheds him off at the 45. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would try to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. Now a 2nd and 6. Young off the play fake. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 18. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, Young. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Young will set to throw. Smith catches left side. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Mitchell is in. Touchdown, Washington. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way they... game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Bringing them out is the 12th-year pro seeking a return to Pro Bowl form, Russell Wilson.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. The numbers for Gibbs from last week: 18 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Finds his man over the middle. It's likely. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
And the Bears first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Bears had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Chicago.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time. Wilson. Touchdown! Nico Collins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level.
That's a good read of the situation by a quarterback. It's a sprint out to the flat, so after he fakes the handoff, he's going to give the impression this is going to be thrown to the back. Instead, he goes to the next level, and it pays off with a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and we are tied at 7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Byron Pringle now to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On 2nd down, Young again. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. good for 22 and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
That throw by Young incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff from Mitchell running left. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Young. And that is incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those hip fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Wilson now off the bootleg. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Right side, there's Landry with it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Now Wilson. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Wilson. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw again is Wilson. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. Touchdown, Bears! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Now Folk for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On first down, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson.
Out right, he's got Rucker.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
3rd and 2.
Here's Wilson to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
They go play action with Wilson.
Finds Gibbs on a check down.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 2nd down, Wilson.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down Bears.
Again, Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, but not as much running as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First and 10, Young. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 36. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On play action, Young. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. Now Young. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. To take a sack, you really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Young will set to throw. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now Wilson on 1st down. They'll let this go deep for Collins. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. It over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Fights him off. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington. Young to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Young on 3rd down. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
They go play action now. Wilson. That is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Young to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And Young's throw there, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Young. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll come up first and 10 here. Here's Young. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's first and 10. Now Young. Looking for Bateman. He's got it complete. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here we go, first and goal. Now Young.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now.
And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage
finish. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. Down at the 25.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, as I said, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were